Hey guys, Elite Legionario here, and today I'll be bringing you some 2 vs 2 Medieval 2 Total War action on the nightlife of the Grassy Plains map. I will command a Lavernicus sort of inspired Spanish army with a few mixes of my own. Epsiliongrim, who is Portugal, will join me as my ally, and we shall face off against 2 French armies under Muwaza and Reaver. The reason I'm paused, guys, is because this battle gets going really quickly. As you can see, even right now, look at the timer, already like a fifth of the time is already in and we haven't even started, so it's quick and decisive and really deadly, so I need to outline the armies while it's paused. I am fielding, like I said, mostly a Lavernicus styled army with a few of my own little touches. Like I said, I have 2 units of tertiary pikes and 4 units of musketeers. Ordinarily he wouldn't bother with pikes, but I like to mix them to protect the pikes from cav charges. And as you can see, you can stick the pikes in. When they put the pikes down, they stick out and protect the musketeers without the pikes being hit by your own muskets. I have 4 units of dismounted conquistadors, the killer infantry in this game, in my opinion the best, although you could make an argument for Venetian heavy infantry. I have 3 units of mounted conquistadors, which are some of the better cav in the game as well, although not the best. 2 units of chivalric knights, which is sort of like what Lavernicus does, he mixes, which is what I'm doing, and he's got a general, and I've got general's armoured. So I'm thinking of Rome Total War, general's bodyguard. My ally has gone with a very tried, it's almost like a Roman setup if you look at the way it's sort of designed, with like triple lanes, kind of Acer triplex, Hastati, Principe, almost, trio, kind of like the same design with the Portuguese army. So he's got 2 units of Portuguese arquebusier. These guys are better than standard arquebusier, and they're quite capable in melee fighting as well, but they don't have the range of my muskets. But then again, we don't need them because the battle's going to close quickly. He's got 5 units of Aventure, or Aventuros, however you want to say it. They are the best pikes in the game, even better than Scotland, so Portugal is very capable. They've got 4 units of dismounted conquistadors, so we've got an extremely powerful infantry contingent. He's got 4 units of dismounted Portuguese knights. This is an interesting choice. They look cool and everything, but the 2-handed units, like I've explained, are a glitchy unit in this game because of their animation gets mucked up. He's got 4 units of Knights of Santiago and a General's Bodyguard, so he's got a very well-rounded army. Okay, so our French opponents, and this army under Muwaza is a very interesting choice. It's quite archer heavy. He's got 5 units of Scots Guard, a very deadly archer unit, a very capable one. The French are really good in the late period. He's got several armoured sergeants. He's also got, I think it's like 4 or 5 Aventuras. It almost sounds similar to the Aventuros, and these Aventures. I think that's how that works. And these guys are crossbowmen, some of the very best in the game. He's also got several dismounted chivalric knights, and I think he's got some more chivalric knights here in loose. So no cavalry, so that's going to be quite a tempting target for myself. And Reaver's going to come at us with several pikemen, several Aventure as well. He's got 2 pikemen, about 4 Aventure. He's going to have some lancers. These guys are very good, especially on the charge. They've got the extra long lance. And noble knights. This is a good mix. I always like, when I use France, I always like to mix lancers and noble knights, because noble knights are better at melee fighting and lancers are better at charging, so it's a good mix. So he's got 4 of those and 1 lancer. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dismounted noble knights and 4 armoured spearmen. So this is a very good army, although it is lacking in missiles, but that shouldn't matter because his allies got so many. So anyway, let's get the action going. So I'm going to open up with missile fire with my muskets, which have a superior range. They should automatically be in range. So they'll open up.
We're under attack!
And I've already got the action rolling just for that open first volley. So going to move over here a wee bit just to get a nicer firing line and to team up with my ally a little more. not all my units had the range, only that one unit. So as I was explaining, while I use my pikes, they look at this, as you can see the pikes stick out between the gaps. So a cavalry charge is ill-advised against muskets, which is a good way to protect them. So now I'm going to use my 3 conquistadors to charge his knights, dismounted knights and archers. He's sending his Scots Guard into the back here, so they've got a really big missile advantage. We've got the infantry advantage for sure. So his forces are getting cut down by my muskets. Although it doesn't look like they're having a lot of effects at the moment, but they will be. His Aventure will not be as effective against my muskets, I shouldn't think. But I am in range again. I probably should have kept the range back. It doesn't matter. I come in with a couple of cav charges. He's going to lose. He just lost, because he was going from 80 to 19 in one charge. Just when his armor, I got to watch his armored sergeants though. This unit went down to 28, and my cavalry is pretty much still full strength. And it looks like the Portuguese have killed the French, or at least Guru's French general. So vive la France to him. So here's some more men. Let's see, 55. Let's see how wonderful this charge works. We're pretty effective. We've got a lot of those units down, and I want to get out of that. I don't want to stay. Sometimes the units don't pull out very quick in medieval, which is a problem. So I'm running down a lot of his archers now. I'm just basically stopping him from using them, which allows me to free up some of my men, which I'll start turning around soon. Now I'm sending my chivalric knights over here, basically to outflank these French ones, but I don't think I need to. Well, actually I think I do need to. A lot of them are losing. These noble knights are winning, so I'm going to outflank him, come around behind him. As you can see, I'm running his archers off the field, and he lost a ton of knights. If you look at all those blue knights there over here as well, he just lost tons of them. And I believe I don't know if he's still in range of my muskets or not. Yes, I think he is. And the casualties continue to mount. So yeah, I mean the defensive capacity of muskets and arquebuses is really good too. They seem to be able to take a beating from arrows if you keep it up. Well, we should have possibly kept the game at a longer distance. So here's the French general of Muwaza killed by my conquistadors. So enormous casualties lost for him already, basically due to a lack of cavalry. So I'm going to move out to the flank here. And they're mixing, so I'm going out to the flank and we're going to shoot from the flank. So this is good practice for Empire Total War 2 using muskets. As you know, I'm trying to get better at Empire Total War. So he's taking heavy casualties there. But Reaver is using his armoured sergeants to deter my conquistadors from charging into the remaining knights. Good move, dismounted knights, but all these other units of Aventure and stuff are being mopped up pretty badly by my my conquistadors out there. So I got my chivalric knights ready to lend an assist. But it appears that my Portuguese ally has done pretty good work against the French cavalry of Reaver, or Guru as he likes to be called. It just depends, and his name's always changing between Muggle, Guru and Reaver. So I'll continue to fire away. I know I am inflicting casualties. It's just always hard to tell where you're inflicting casualties because I usually just let them fire at will, because otherwise they can glitch on this game, which is a bit of a pain.
They have lost half their men.
I'm assuming it's just some group out over here that's taking a beating. So here he charges with his noble knights, but my conquistadors and my now general bodyguard, which is rallying, who come in and inflict big casualties on him. Over here, I come in for a charge against his There were some these dismounted noble knights, but he does get his spearmen in, so I'm going to pull out of that. Although he does take some heavy casualties nonetheless, he lost half his noble knights in that charge. But I did lose quite a few, probably lost about 10 infantry, 10 cavalry per unit, but that doesn't matter considering I took out twice as many dismounted knights. And over here I wrap up and destroy the remaining French cavalry. And now the Portuguese pikes and conquistadors are now going to come in and engage, and I'm coming in from this side with my conquistadors. I'm coming out round further to the flank out here with my pikes and musketeers, and I'm going to hammer ambush strikes in with my chivalric knights and make short work of the remaining French units. And it's at this point that
they have lost half their men.
That Muwaza, I believe it was, routes, and now I'm going to keep coming in with my other cavalry and pick off the routers. And they both rout, but defeat.
We have won here today.
So, Viva la France, no match for the mighty forces of Spain and Portugal. So there's the statistics. Clear victory, I had 911 men, I had 147 lost, 764 remaining, and 698 kills and 202 captured, for a total of about 900, look at that, 900. Epsiliongrim had 1,156 men, he got 348 lost, 808 left, 444 kills and 133 captured, for a total of sort of approaching 600, I guess. Around about there. And the Evil Guru had 1,116 deployed, he had 795 losses, 321 left and 404 kills, no captures. And Muwaza had 916 deployed, 698 lost, 218 remaining and 176 no captures. His severe lack of cavalry caused some severe difficulties for him. As you can see, my conquistadors absolutely cleaned up. Look at this, 129, 229, 33 captured. My general got 54 captures. My chivalric knights 46, 15, 31 captures, 39 captures. My dismounted conquistadors, I hardly saw the field. They were just there as window shopping basically. They looked good. Didn't need them. Musketeers 27, 20, 27, 19, 32. So they were getting plenty of kills. They were clocking them up. But it was just hard to tell what they were hitting because I couldn't really find it. And my other conquistador 129 as well and 15 captures. So this goes to the cav obviously, but that's quite often the case in medieval too. But nonetheless, a great game to those three guys. Thank you for playing, guys, and thank you for watching, viewers. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon next time.